You
Yeah,
stated, this was in our fourth interview, you stated that Emperor Constantine got rid of the imperial cult by replacing the imperial cult with the Flavian cult or Christianity. How
yeah.
exactly did this transition occur? Did Constantine
Well,
fire the head
very, very,
priest?
yeah, very slowly. I mean, it took like almost 100 years, I think, for it to become the state religion. Constantine never made it the state religion.
Mhm.
What he did was is that he gave Christianity the military power of Rome, saying, you couldn't um, stop them from putting up their churches, and the military would back them. I
Mhm.
mean, this was basically what Constantine did. And so um, the process, because remember, Rome is highly religious, and there are hundreds of them. There's a god for every single day of the year.
Mhm.
So the transition took many generations, and I think that it would have been slow and incremental. At first you would just have Christian churches popping up, and the Roman soldiers preventing them from being desecrated.
Mhm.
And at the same time, you would have other temples would be shut down. They wouldn't be funded.
Mhm.
Most of these, churches and religions had imperial funding, so the funding would have been removed, and then just over the generations, this process led to a point where they could basically say, well, all of the other religions are banned, and we're just going to go Christian. But it would have been slow, incremental, generational project.
Mhm.
They were very, very forward thinking. The Romans, they
Mhm.
often they had this like long term idea, and so that was Christianity. They brought it in slowly,
Mhm.
incrementally, and
Mhm.
got rid of the other religions in the same way.
Mhm. So it's like Christianity is a simplified version of the imperial cult.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's all exact. Well said. That's exactly what it's always been. It's
Wow.
always been just a simplified, monotheistic version of the imperial cult, where they don't blatantly demand that you worship Caesar. You just worship him without knowing you're worshiping him.
Hmm.
So all
Yes.
that's really left is the mind control.
Yeah.
And they didn't see, and it just shows you how the Caesars thought about religion. Religion's a political tool. They don't
Hmm.
take it seriously. They
Hmm.
they just they don't think they are human gods. They think of politics and of power and of control. And so um, this is what produces the religion.